Fight camp. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
Time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He is a Tyson. True Brit, Frank Bruno. He won the
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
It's cooled down a little bit. The fighters will love it. I want you.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. He just misses with that jab. Can't score with that uppercut. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pot you all night long. Rush them.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Caught him with a heavy punch. Parries that right jab away. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea.
So important. The referee's got to do his fight right. He's got to judge this right. He's got to do his job right.
It's so important now in the first minute.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This is a high-octane battle. Just misses with that big right hand. Ooh, that punch hurt him. This is the biggest moment of his life. Can he seize it? Can he take it? And that'll do it as Bruno goes to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys wringing hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Misses with that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? He scores with that right hand. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Perfect punch. And there's an uppercut. A big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your head or your heart?
Don't let him get back in the fight. Don't let him get that confidence. This is going to stress. Good work. That's it. And breathe. Just take your breath back. Good. And every time you see him, take a big, deep breath. Bang him down. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into it.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Why aren't they defending? There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. They just missed with that big right hand. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I don't know which fighter is winning this bout.
That was super tight.
Who's going to be the first one to get caught? Caught him with that power punch. And he misses with that jab. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not to give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set the shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Blocks that jab. He parries that left jab away. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that, so you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It looks like he's going to do it. He's going to beat Bruno. Do you believe this? This fight is closer than 2 pages in a book, Johnny.
It's too hard to split.
Jump all over.
This is the beginning of round 6. Gets out of the way of that left hand. That left scores. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. He missed with that jab. These power punches are bruising up his body. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the...
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This fight could not be any closer, could it, Johnny?
So important, the referees...
Who's going to be the first one to get buzzed? You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw the hook, didn't land. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Two are the perfect dance partner. And he lands a big right hand. got to keep his elbows tucked into the chest so he can avoid the pain of those body shots. But come on, that leaves more opportunities for headshots. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. This one could go either way. Every round is so important.
It's too hard to split. Do you listen to your...
Don't change too much.
He's going to be the first one to get rocked. Both men step back for just a moment. They better start respecting each other's punching power. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it catches you.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right punch. Right punch. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
God, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Solid punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Who's winning this fight right now? I have no idea.
That was...
He's going to be the first one to get clipped. After he absorbed that hook. You're a power puncher. You're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
He misses with that jab. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
And he fails to score with that left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. now, which fighter is winning this bout?
So
Which fighter is going to get caught first? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. Just gets out of the way of that left hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Right uppercut. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This fight could not be any closer. Who will be buzzed first? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Caught him there with a left hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Big left there, but misses. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin.
Oh, and Tyson Fury. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. I don't know about you, Johnny, but I'm getting a little bit sleepy.
No, keep your eye on the ball. This is when you get knocked out. Don't close your eyes now.
Who thought we would have made it to 12? He takes that jab. Jab to the body, trying to wear him down. just missed with that left jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're building the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to win. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Got him with a left jab. Tyson Fury in serious trouble. I don't see how he's going to get out of this. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.